When the inevitable Smash 6 decides to arrive, I can imagine it including some sort of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 representation in it. Whether it be through a new character, stage, music, or something else, in this video, I'm going to predict what I think XE3's representation in the next Smash game will be. This video will also have full spoilers for Xenoblade 3, but with all that being said, here we go. Deciding on the characters that would be chosen is pretty easy. While Uni and Taion would be amazing to see, there's absolutely no shot that Noah doesn't make it in, specifically Noah and Mio. They're both too intertwined with each other within the story of Xenoblade 3, so it wouldn't make sense for one of them to be included over the other. I can see these two working similarly to Ice Climbers. I know they tried this idea with Rex and Pyra, but I feel like with advanced hardware, they could pull it off. If not, then maybe they could work like Pokemon Trainer, in which one character plays at a time, and they can swap with a specific move. I can see either way working out. Here's how I imagine Noah's moveset being like. For his jab, he'll do his auto attack animation. If you press the button again, he'll hit the opponent with this other auto attack animation. His forward tilt would be his sword strike animation. His up tilt would be a sword swing similar to Sephiroth's. His down tilt would either be a sword swipe like Ike's or a slide like Joker's. His forward smash attack would be edge thrust. It would deal double damage when hitting opponents from the backside. His up smash would be air slash. He would do a small leap into the air and swing a sword upward around his entire body. In a way, it would kinda be like Min Min's up smash, but a little bit bigger. His down smash would be ground beat, and it would cause a small shockwave that hits anyone near him. However, now it's where things get interesting. For his specials, he will bring out Lucky 7 and use it. His neutral special would be Tachyon Slash. This would be chargeable, and it releases 3 hits in front of him without charging it, and 5 hits in front of him at max charge. These hits would be invisible and a short distance away from him. This would be useful for getting behind moves such as King K. Rool's neutral special. His side special would be Dimensional Ripper. This would also be a chargeable move and release a purple blast that would be pretty strong. His up special would be Gravity Blow. He would leap into the air and come slamming back down, kinda like Pyra's up special. His down special would be Shadow Eye. This would work like deep breathing, temporarily buffing his stats. This would last for a short amount of time though. For his aerials and throws, here are just some moves that could be similar to them. I did not include his down air because I would like it to be Harmonic Wave. This would be kinda like Snake's down air, but it would spike the opponent on the last hit. His up taunt would be him doing the practice sword swing animations that he does in some of the cutscenes from 3. His side taunt would be him playing a few notes on his flute, and his down taunt would be him saying, "I was hoping for something a bit meatier," obviously referencing the iconic line Uni says. Like Noah, Mio's jab would be the first hit of her auto attack animation, and the second hit of it would occur if you press the button again. Her forward tilt would be her flinging her rings slightly in front of her, kinda like her glow ring animation. Her up tilt would have her swing her rings above her, and her down tilt would have her swing them close to the ground, kinda like her butterfly blade animation. Speaking of, her forward smash is Butterfly Blade. This would work kinda like Link's forward smash. Her up smash is Glow Ring. It's a multi-hit move kinda like Chrom's up smash. Her down smash is Wide Slash. It hits both sides at the same time. Her neutral special is Dominion Flower. She can charge it up and it works kinda like Pyra's Flame Nova. Her side special is Gemini Strike. She tosses her rings out in front of her and they come back to her, kinda like Min Min's Ram Ram arm. Her up special is Air Fang. It doesn't go very high, but she attacks while going upward, kind of like Roy's up special. Her down special is Speed Demon. This increases her speed slightly and gives her more periods of invulnerability when dodging. Mio would already be a very fast character though. Here are some similar moves that could match her aerials and throws. For her up taunt, she would bring out her diary and write something quickly in it. Her side taunt would have her bring out Miyabi's flute and play it. And her down taunt would have her say, "I'm the girl with the gall," referencing Senna's incredibly iconic line. By the way, If you're wondering how they will switch mid-match like Pyra, Mythra, and Pokemon Trainer, it would be when pressing B while shielding, kinda like how Inkling refills her ink. While that's it for them individually, let's add some flavor to the mix. They both will have meters kinda like Cloud and Joker, and after playing well with both of them, they will both fill up. Once both meters are full, they can initiate their Ouroboros forms. This would last for about 15 seconds, and while they would move much slower and be way bigger, they would also be much heavier and stronger, and their moves would change. For Noah's form, his jab would be his auto attack animation as usual. To make things more true to how Xenoblade 3 works though, he will have no tilts when in this form. Also cause I'm kinda running out of ideas for the moveset, but anyway. He will have a forward tilt though, being Dragon Tail. However, his smash attacks will be incredibly strong, and probably the strongest in the game. His forward smash would be his talent art, Mega Spinning Edge. It'll be kinda similar to the last part of Ken's final smash, except it wouldn't move as far away, but go much higher. His up smash would be Phantom Slash, but flung upwards similarly to Sephiroth's up smash. His down smash would be Bounding End, flinging his sword around as his body jumps up, kinda like a multi-hit version of Sora's down smash. His neutral special would be Glorious Wing, which would increase his attack power even more. His side special would be Unison Strike. This attack would be very long just like in the original game, but if you manage to get all the hits in, it would deal major damage. It's like a longer and stronger version of Mythra's Lightning Buster. His up special would be Rolling Smash. He would dive into the air and slam back down, pretty much like his normal up special, but there's a meteor effect this time. His down special would have him swap to Mio's Ouroboros form. Speaking of, Mio's jab would be her auto attack animation. Her forward tilt would be a simple kick. I know, very climactic. Her forward smash would be Jaguar Slash. It would be strong, but have pretty long and noticeable startup lag. Her up smash would be Shining Halo, as she spins her ring above her as a fast multi-hit move and then launches it upward. Her down smash would be Deadly Twister. It would act like those sword down smash attacks where they hit one side first and then the other side. Her neutral special would be Radiant Ring. This would increase her speed. Her side special would be Dual Fang, and it would send out rings forward quickly. It would be a really good projectile. Her up special would be Full Moon Drop. It's pretty much the same as Noah's, except it goes higher and isn't as strong. And her down special would obviously be to switch back to Noah's Ouroboros form. Even in their Ouroboros forms, Mio would usually be a speed-focused character while Noah would be a more power-focused character. Kinda like Pyra and Mythra, where Mythra's more like Mio and Pyra's more like Noah. However, their Ouroboros forms would still be very slow and very heavy. So because of this, they will not have any aerial attacks or throws. For them to be launched, they would have to be at like 200%. With that all out of the way, let's get to their two final moves. Noah's final smash would be Origin Blade. While this is kind of a spoiler, this is truly the only fitting attack there is, maybe besides Final Lucky 7, but Origin Blade looks cooler so I'm picking it. The cinematic would play out just as it does in Xenoblade 3, and once the final hit lands, it cuts back to gameplay. Mio's final smash would be Resonant Edge. It would also play out like the cinematic in Xenoblade 3 does, and cut back to gameplay once the final hit lands. Alright, that's it for their moveset. I know it was very complicated, but I hope you understood most of the things that I was trying to say. Before we get to the stage though, let's discuss costumes. Their default outfits would obviously be their first costume, and their second costume would be them switching outfits, representing the class switching ability in Xenoblade 3. Their next costume would have Noah using Yunie's class and Mio using Tion's class. Their fourth costume would have Noah use Lance's class and Mio use Senna's class. Their fifth costume would have Noah use Riku's class and Mio use Manana's class. Their sixth costume would have them wear their normal outfits, but colored like their Ouroboros forms. Their seventh costume is a bit tricky, however. I want this one to be based off the Mobius or consoles, so I'm torn on having them wear Triton's class, or have them look like N and M. The only problem is that having N and M be there would be revealing a major spoiler, which I do not want to do, but also that costume would have long-haired Mio, so I'm kind of obligated to make it their seventh one. Finally, their eighth costume would be... What? Shulk Zero Suit Samus do this, and even Sephiroth does it. Oh my god! And finally, we have their victory screens. For their first one, they would be both playing the flute as they send their opponent off. Their opponent would actually be laying on the ground for this, and it would be pretty funny to watch as the light motes rose from their body. Their second victory screen would start out with Noah's Ouroboros form taking flight and then landing with the superhero fist on the ground, and after the splash screen happens, they cancel out of the form and strike a battle pose. Their last victory screen starts with Mio's Ouroboros form moving back and forth super quickly, kinda like one of Mithra's victory screens in Mio's Ouroboros form chain attack order. The splash screen happens when she steps in front of the camera, and then they cancel out of the form after it. Deciding on the stage was a pretty difficult process, as there are plenty of options. My first instinct was the city, but that's a spoiler and I'll actually care about spoilers this time. I also originally thought of Sword March and Agnes Castle, as they view each other, and then I thought of the idea of merging them together and have the stage be a traveling one like Skyloft or Woohoo Island. It'll be called the Cadentia region and travel through the Great Sword Base, Sword March, Erythia Sea, Ligarte Prison Camp, Lost Colony, and Agnes Castle. That's one idea for the stage, but my preferred idea for the stage would be the amphitheater. I can imagine that most of you do not like this idea, and it can be ruined pretty easily. Let's say Pokemon Stadium or some other stage in the next Smash game has a screen that shows the match being played in the background. If they do that again with this one, it'll be ruined because the whole gimmick is already present on another stage, unless Pokemon Stadium gets taken out of the next Smash game. What I would rather have though is a screen show Noah and Mio's reveal trailer, and maybe other characters' reveal trailers as well. While it would be distracting, it would be super cool. Also, I know I said I'll care about spoilers, but I don't really consider the amphitheater to be that big of a spoiler because it's shown at the beginning of Chapter 2 of the game. And I think it would be cool for someone who got into Xenoblade 3 due to Smash to realize that the theater is the stage where the final boss happens. I don't see any other stage happening unfortunately though. Unless it's a stage that takes you around Ionios in its entirety, which I definitely do not see happening. So, in my opinion, it's either Cadentia region or the amphitheater. Finally, here comes the music. So, the situation with the Xenoblade 3 OST is a bit tricky right now. From what I'm aware, no official soundtrack has been released. There has been some copyright data released, but not for all the tracks, such as Event BGM 21 on Nintendo Melodies playlist. Speaking of, I don't listen to Nintendo Melodies uploads because some of them have problems, such as the False Queens. Instead, I use Linfinity's videos, which has different titles, but the songs sound better. I also like his titles more, except for Melia's and Nia's battle themes. In all honesty though, I'm just waiting for JM Output Entity VGM's playlist to come out. Where is it at, guys? Please update us at least. I mean, it's been 3 months. Anyway, I'll be going off Linfinity's titles in this video. I've selected a list of 27 songs. Do I think they'll all be chosen? No. But the ones I've chosen are On the Battlefield, Kevis Battle, Colony 9, A Formidable Enemy, You Will Know Our Name's Finale, The World Our Enemy, Milik Meadows, Chain Attack, Whatever Life is Lost, The Weight of Life, Heroes of Ionios, Battle Agnes, Mobius, Mobius M, Mobius Unleashed, Mobius M Unleashed, Kevis Castle Battle, Kevis Castle, Iron Majesty, Bravery, Men of the Sea, The Weight of Life Hope, Ends Oblivion, Anima Futuro Quaret, Time to Fight Bionis' Shoulder, Drifting Soul, and Ionios' Strongest. I honestly can't decide which songs will receive new remixes, simply because all these songs are too good to get remixes, so I'll just leave them as they are. Their victory theme would either be a quick remix of the last part of The Weight of Life, or the landmark Discovery track. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up this video. I really enjoyed making this one, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. Do you agree or disagree with any of my predictions? Please let me know in the comments below. I did not go over predicting spirits because we don't know if they're going to be in the next Smash game or not. But with all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have an absolutely stellar rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, and night.